Sarah Gaither with Carolina Pottery, and today I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can add ribbon to your tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have 3 different ribbons, and I'm going to put them all on top of each other, and I'm going to loop them around. I'm going to pinch them together, and I'm going to come and start where my mesh is, and everywhere I've attached the mesh, I'm going to loop the ribbon to it. And I'm just going to use one of the branches right beside it. I'm going to tie the branch around the ribbon, and then I'm going to start to loop all 3 ribbons around the tree. Now this mesh is put on in a diagonal pattern, and so I'm just going to follow each one of the poofs on my tree. Now, then what you're going to do after you've gone all the way around your tree is you're going to come back to where you have the 3 ribbons, and you're going to separate the ribbons. You want to put them a little bit to the side so that you still see the mesh that you've added on your tree. You can pull them out at different ways. So I've pulled out the sheer one this way, and then on the next loop I pulled it out to the right side. And you would just keep going around your tree and use the ribbon as an accent to your mesh. So this is one way that you can add ribbon to your tree. The next thing that you could do is that you could take the ribbon, and just in various places you could make some really neat loops. And what you would do, again, you would stack all 3 ribbons on top of each other, and here you want to leave a tail. So I'm going to do about an 8-inch tail, and so on this side I'm going to add them to about a 14-inch. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and cut them off on a diagonal. And then I'm going to come over to the tree, and I'm just going to come in various locations and add the ribbon to the tree. I am going to make sure that where I'm adding it is right near where I've attached the mesh. So I'm holding it with the tails down, and right where I've made the loop is where I'm going to twist the tree branch around the ribbon. And then I'm just going to open up each 3 of these ribbons, and it sort of looks like a bow without having to tie a bow. Now with the streamers, I'm going to take the ones that are shorter and just kind of fluff them, curl them under a little bit. And then my longer streamers, might even put those up towards the top. And then my longer streamers, I'm actually going to curl up on a diagonal, and this gives you little curls that will come down your tree. And you can make this as long or as short as you want to. So this is, I'm going to curl these as well. And then you would add as many of these around your tree as you would like. Okay, so we're going to do one this time a little bit different. You've noticed I've done my streamers longer on each side of my loop. I've also made my loop slightly smaller. So I'm just going to come down on this side of the tree, and I'm going to add this loop. Again, I'm just using the branch. I'm going to twist it around. I'm going to open up my loop. And then now that my tails are longer, I have a couple different options. I can make these curly like I did the last ones, or I can take this long tail and start to feed it into the tree. So I would bubble this with all 3 of them on top of each other, wrap that around with the branch, and then separate the ribbon. Then I could come down and do the same thing. So this is a way that you can have your mesh going at a diagonal and your ribbon going down vertically. And a neat idea is that each one of these could be different. You don't have to do the ribbon the same all the way around the tree, or you could. So then I would take these and I'm going to curl them back up on the diagonal. And so then that would match what I've done on this side. So something else that you could do, because maybe you think to yourself, I'm just not very good with adding ribbon to the tree. This is a very easy thing that makes a really bold statement. So I've taken the same 3 ribbons. Again, I've put them one on top of each other. You can cut them to any length you'd like. This is about 14 inches, and I'm gonna pinch them in the center. And we call them birds because they look like birds that children draw in art class. And I've pinched it in the center. I'm gonna come up here where I've attached the mesh on, and I'm just going to find another branch, twist it around the center, and then I'm just gonna separate the ribbon. This way you get the sparkle of the ribbon, and it's super simple. You can curl it under if you want, twist it around, or you can just leave them hanging down. It's totally up to you. So this is 3 different ways that you can add ribbon to your Christmas tree. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Sarah Gaither with Carolina Pottery.